Hi everyone. I want to make a quick video here that is a little bit unplanned, just reminding all of us that there's something that we should be focusing on and things that we should be paying attention to, and I'm not really sure what they are. However, there's so many things going on, as you know, all these incidences and events that really captivate our minds. Number one is we need to be praying without ceasing and practicing the presence of God at all times, even while investigating some of these things, and make sure that the Holy Spirit leads you through everything, every step of the way, that you get guidance. And because these events are all consuming. So I've just been looking around at a few things, and one thing that is just so amazing is that the big banks have repealed part of this whatever you call it, law or something, the Dodd-Frank law, and they repealed that. So this puts the big banks able to gamble with derivatives like Jamie Dimon, Jamie the Demon, and he influenced Obama. The big banks influenced Wall Street. So after that 2008 debacle, or however you say it, they enforced. I want to show you Valerie Jarrett, how she said they're so proud of, I'll find it in a minute. They're so proud of putting that in and getting the big banks hands off of American taxpayers and having them to bail out the big banks. But that's now been repealed because the big banks have knocked on Obama's door and he's agreed, and they repealed a big part of that. So your bank account may be at risk, and the taxpayers may have to bail out big banks after all. And look at this. Jamie Dimon. Jamie Dimon got, even in 2009, he got a $17 million stock bonus. After paying a fine of $13 billion to the government. We're talking money that no one can even comprehend, and they don't care about people and their situation. See, $17 million bonus. So I'm going to get rid of this. This is easy to find stuff, but anyway, the ruble crisis in Russia, it's dropped by 50%, the ruble, so the squeeze is on in Russia, and they had the same situation in the 90s. So this is a photo essay on their situation of the ruble crisis, what it looked like in the 90s. Well, this is going on in the U.S. even right now, right? Well, I don't know about kids hitting up people for money, but look what they're doing. I also wanted to let you know that ISIS is using scorpions for bombs. That's all over the news right now. They put them in 2-feet canisters and drop them on cities, and this is something that the Iraqis did in the year 200 against the Roman army. So it's not new, but it's a psychological terror. Okay, so this is back in the 90s, the ruble crisis. The ruble crisis is happening again, but I want to show you this one picture. Okay, this one. People had silver coins. Okay, so it might be a good idea to get silver coins, and there are many places on the internet where you can order silver. They don't even charge you to deliver. They deliver it to your house, FedEx. It's down again. Can't go much lower because it's lower than production costs. So what's happening with the ruble could happen with the dollar if it's all intentional. Of course, you want to have food and water and all those other things that you're supposed to have, but maybe people who had silver at this time in Russia did not lose all their money. Same with Germany. Now, I'm not an expert on it, but it just makes sense to me. So, okay, get rid of this one. All right, here it is. This is President Obama and Congress just gave your savings away. I think I put this in the other day. With the passage of the 2015 federal budget bill, J.P. Morgan CEO Jamie the Demon got lawmakers to repeal a key part of the 2010 Dodd-Frank whatever it is. The Dodd-Frank was protection for American taxpayers and their bank accounts so that American taxpayers would not have to bail out these devils. Okay, J.P. Morgan had to pay $13 billion in some sort of fine to the government, and yet he gets $17 million in bonuses. Okay, savings accounts are at risk as long as J.P. Morgan, oh my gosh, they are devils. See, Jamie the Demon lobbied for Dodd-Frank change. Dodd-Frank is what protected you. So interesting timing, isn't it? Right? They have this big worldwide siege in Sydney, and the whole world is focused on that while this is happening. You've got to see what they're doing behind these attacks. Well, we don't even know if this is a real world, right? Or if it's all an illusion or whatever. But so just be careful. And I don't want to say, you know, I looked into the chocolate thing and I was sort of like found some interesting things about that. And I don't want to say anything about or against Enter the Stars, but some of that information wasn't quite right to me. And I don't know if there's too much focus on the numbers and a bit of distraction there, because he said that The Matrix was filmed in the cafe in 1999, but the cafe didn't even start until 2004. I feel confusion. So I don't know. I love listening to him too, but I can't always follow it. So don't think that I'm saying anything mean or bad. I know people love him, and I love him. I love everyone. But I'm just saying that something that wasn't quite right. Okay, so here it is more. Banks world under Dodd-Frank takes shape. Okay, so this was in 2013, so they're still talking about it, but the banks did not like this. You know, it restricted the banks, so they couldn't enjoy as much freedom, and they don't care about just the individuals, whatever individuals, what happens to individuals' bank accounts or whatever, or if people have to bail them out. Okay, now this is Valerie Jarrett, who is supposedly the brains behind Obama, and this is what she says about the Dodd-Frank. She's very, very proud of the Dodd-Frank, getting that in there to protect citizens, and that was a way that the Obama administration was helping the people of America. However, it's over. So, and you know, the Obamacare, they're going to be able to deduct fines, etc., from your bank account automatically. Well, I'm not in America, so I don't know how that's going to work exactly, but have a listen to what she says.
And their shareholders were being held accountable by the American people. And we took some pretty clear steps to make sure that we were never in a situation again where the taxpayers of the United States had to bail out large banks.
Okay, we took steps to make sure that we would never be in this situation again, ever, for the American taxpayers to bail out the big banks. But it just happened a few short years later. Jamie the Demon has wielded his power over Obama because, you know, Wall Street and Goldman Sachs gave more money to Obama for his campaign than any other presidential candidate in history. The banks own the presidency. What else do you have to say, Valerie?
Process was tough, and there was inherent tension in it. The bank spent a lot of money, as you know, lobbying against Dodd-Frank, for example, lobbying against a Consumer Financial Protection Bureau that would look out for the consumer. And the president was determined to push that agenda forward. So we went through that period of tumult together, but now I really think our interests are much more aligned. The president wants to expand our exports, something he mentioned in the state.
Okay, well, that's an interesting. I will put this in the description box because it was hard for me to find. But anyway, there she said it. You know, it would never happen again. Obama's on the taxpayers' side and doing all these great things for America. It's over. Backwards. Okay, God bless. Thank you for watching. Let me see if I have anything else I want to show you. JP Morgan. Computer is quite slow right now. Recent arrests of bankers are merely publicity coups. Okay, so we don't know what's going to happen. Just be ready. Practice the presence of God at all times. And pray without ceasing. You can do it. You can pray when you're walking. You can pray when you're talking to people. You know, the voice behind. You can be praying for everyone. You can, you know. So we can't just look for signs. That is not about faith and trust. Okay, so let me get rid of this and this and this and oh yeah, this guy, he is the health watchman. He's really cool. He's a Jewish Christian, and he said to get rid of your microwave. Okay, yeah, here it is. The microwave oven is from Satan. That's what he says. So be careful about microwaves and keep your eyes peeled. Ask the Holy Spirit to remove all blinders from your, okay, I'll just show you this. Remove all blinders from your eyes regarding your soul, the lies that are being told, your finances, who you can trust, all of that sort of stuff. Well, okay. We don't want to have too much dead air here. Time to close this thing down. Okay, well, let me see if I can show you this. Okay, the microwave oven is from the devil, the health watchman. He's really cool. And this is 1 ruble. Oh, and also I just tell you what 1 ruble means. A ruble means to chop, and ruble was a measurement of silver chopped off of a bar, like an ingot.
I'm going to give you some practical things right now. You can be doing for your health with your diet.
So here he is.
Get it right. First thing you need to do.
Sorry. Okay.
We need to get rid of the thing that makes you eat late at night. And that is the most dangerous thing in the house, folks, the television set. You need to get rid of the television set. Yes, folks. Well, actually, it's not the television. It's television programming, because I have some great DVDs. So
okay.
It's television programming you want to get rid of, because it programs us to do things we shouldn't be.
Okay, that's the health watchman. I think you'll like him. Okay, gotta go. Shh. Okay, stop.